put your little hand in mine. Then put your little hand in mine. There ain't no hill or mountain.
That's so funny because we've all dreamt of doing that at least a million times. The 30th anniversary of the movie Groundhog Day, starring Bill Murray, is coming up. And today, you might have felt like this when you woke up. That's because there will be 6 more weeks of winter. Both Punxsutawney Phil and Ohio's resident groundhog, Buckeye Chuck, saw their own shadows. And we know that our meteorologists work very hard to predict the forecast, so we thought they'd enjoy this billboard in Marion, Ohio. Betsy, I want you to look at this carefully.
Look at that.
It says, it's me, not a meteorologist. It's time to chuck this tradition, this tired old tradition.
There you go, Betsy.
I am moving to Marion, Ohio. Lovely place.
I looked into it, and I called the company that has the billboard there, Lind, and I said, is there any way I can find out who paid for this? And after some digging, they got back to me, and they said, yes, it's a Betsy Kling.
Betsy Kling.
It's a Kling.
Yeah.
It's a Kling.
We got you, Klinger.
You did, you stinker.
Nice
Marion
nice
is a beautiful
font,
little town. I like it
Yes,
even
it
more
is.
now.
Yeah, I know you do, and we knew you'd get a kick out of that. And obviously,
I'm back here too. Where did we come up with all
They're
this
everywhere.
stuff? And look at it, look at it.
Betsy, I thought we'd do this live on air so we could surprise you. Look under the desk in that cage that's under there.
Oh, don't even go there.
Been rattling
That
all
very
day.
angry little rodent. That's not even funny.
It's a real live groundhog.
It's not. There's nothing there.
I made that
but
up.
notice how we both went, wait
Yeah,
a
just
minute.
because I
My
don't
heart
trust that
dropped.
guy.
Yeah. I noticed Christy is kind of looking to make sure that it's not
Oh,
there.
you know.
Definitely looking too.
Your weather word today is data. Because while this groundhog, silly as it is, there's no science behind it.
There's not.
You guys use data to give us the forecast.
Right, and we're accurate more than 40% of the time.
I hope so.
At least 45 to 46. So yeah, we'll get data in the forecast. That shouldn't be too hard to do. Look at the sunshine. What a glorious day. We had wall-to-wall sunshine after just a few high clouds this morning. But the sunset, obviously sun angle, sun glare, that's what you're dealing with this evening. But I don't think anyone is complaining after the cloudy stretch that we've had with really only 3 days that we had sunshine the whole month of January. Let's talk polar vortex, shall we? Remember when this was a buzzword back in the day? Well, it's not really a buzzword anymore, but we're still dealing with it. It still exists. And so what is the polar vortex? Well, there's a large area of cold air up over the North Pole. You'd gather that. That's where Santa lives, right? And typically it's held in by a fast-moving, strong jet stream where it just whips around and keeps the cold air in there, and that usually holds it in place where it belongs up in the North Pole. What happens, though, when that jet stream weakens just a little bit, you get some weaker lobes of that, the polar vortex, or that cold air that belongs in the North Pole, can kind of spill all over the Earth. And what happens when it spills into the lower 48? We get these cold air masses, and that's exactly what we have right now. This is a lobe of the polar vortex, which originated up in the North Pole, and this is North Pole air that's coming on south. It typically moderates as it moves south, but depending on how much snowpack you have, it can typically go over that snowpack kind of unimpeded without moderating a whole lot. And as you've seen over the last couple of days, we've been showing that snowpack from here all the way to northern Canada. So this cold air mass has slipped south. It is now slipping in our region, and there's not a lot of moderation going on with this. Just a matter of time before this moves back in. On the leading edge of it, you get some heavier snow. It'll be a quick burst. It's out of here. Then we deal with some lake effect. But this is some legit cold. There are wind chill alerts up in New England, upstate New York, out towards Wisconsin, and areas of Minnesota as well. Even Michigan's got some wind chill advisories out there with this dose of cold air that's going to move in just for about 24 to 36 hours. So here's the snow. Let's time that out first. Again, a pretty good burst with this. You'll get some wind, reduced visibility. You'll put down a coating. And then that's out of here, and the cold air's here. So National Zymark hour-by-hour forecast as we go through time. Here comes our bursts of snow, 7, 8 o'clock in our northern counties. That will eventually move south. Again, this could cause travel problems, at least briefly, as we go throughout your evening hours. 9 o'clock down towards Akron. Then it's out of here. We're in the cold. We've got blustery, much different air mass, a polar air mass working in as we go into the 11 o'clock and midnight hour. As we go throughout the night, we'll likely take a little break from the snow, and then some lake effect banding will develop. Outside of that, you'll have clear skies. Temperatures tomorrow morning near 10 degrees, wind chills below 0, about 5 to 10 below. That will hold for much of the day tomorrow as that air mass continues to spill in despite any sunshine we get. it's still going to be on the cold side. Saturday, we start differently. We'll start on the cold side Saturday morning, but watch this rebound. We'll start with clouds Saturday as well. Should break out into sunshine by afternoon. A beautiful Saturday. Should make it up into the 30s right after that. In terms of snowfall, not a lot. We'll have to watch some of the lake effect banding. Tend to get really small ice crystals with a cold air mass. It's not the big gloppy flakes that add up, so not expecting a lot of snow with this. But in terms of the cold, there you go, 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, for that morning commute, it is going to be on the cold side. We're not alone in terms of the cold air. Take a look at this. As this spills out towards the east, New England is going to get hit hard by this. They're talking wind chill advisories and wind chill warnings because they're going to have numbers anywhere from -40 to -60 degrees in terms of the wind chill value. That's where the core of this cold air goes. So as folks in Bangor, Maine are heading out to dinner on Friday night, -42 is what it's going to feel like. My goodness, that is some bitter cold air, and eventually that will relax as well. Lake Erie is going to be a recipient of some ice from this. Lake Erie ice coverage up to 11.5%. We were at nada 2 days ago. The data shows that we are going to continue to bring that ice in over the lake over the next day or so, and then it all is going to melt off. Union Home Mortgage 7-day forecast. We're in the 40s to near 50 degrees a mere 2 days after this, with some rain in the forecast next week. Again, this is how January went, and now February with a quick hit of cold, and then it's out of here like nothing happened. I don't think too many people are complaining about that we don't have multiple days of cold around here. Certainly not the case this week.
Well, not that cold. I mean, it's winter. We can handle some cold.
We can handle some cold.
Mix in a 50 like that every once in a while. Bring it.
We're good.
We can handle that.
We'll put that order together for you. Get back to you as soon as possible.
Sounds good. We'll do.
Thank you, Matt.
Thanks, Matt.